Hello everyone, I am Pushkar Kumar. Welcome back. So in a series of videos around blockchain, Web3 and the entire ecosystem around, we have finally arrived into a topic which basically interests everyone. That is the buzzword Web3. Is Web3 real or is just a hype? Let's find out. What is Web3? Web 3.0 or Web 3 in general is being considered as the next evolution of the web. However, the history of web is as old as the history of internet itself. Web 3 or Web 3.0 is the latest buzzword that has taken over the internet. It is being considered as an idea of a utopian world to take hold of the internet from the big tech corporations and return it back to the regular people. An idea of democratization of internet rather than the corporatization that we see today. So how Web3 is different? Now Web 3.0 is decentralized, and that is the first thing that sets it apart from its predecessor, that is Web 1.0 and 2.0. However, it's still interactive like Web 2.0. Hence the idea of Web 3 is that the big tech companies will have lot of less control, or we get rid of them altogether. However, how that is supposed to work gets pretty complicated and it is pretty controversial as well. Now the technology at the core of Web3 is blockchain. Blockchain is the underlying tech of the entire ecosystem that underpins Web3, NFTs and cryptocurrencies. Web3 typically is synonymous to everything crypto these days. Majority of Web3 projects are dApps that runs on the Ethereum network. But how Web3 works? Now, the idea is that the data would be kept in a decentralized storage instead of a dedicated server farm, as is the case now. Now, these data would be registered in a digital ledger, that is the blockchain, which we have already gone through, making the flow of data very transparent and would prevent misuse. So, what are the advantages of Web3? However, a bigger question is, why do we need Web3? And the answer to that lies in the fact that how these Web 2.0 applications like Twitter, Facebook, PayPal, they operate, right? So let's consider an example of a social media application where our tweets could be censored, right? Or a banking application where our transactions could be declined. Or in case, suppose any centralized services, if they go down, they basically go ahead and bring down the entire ecosystem around that. Now Web3 tries to solve this, and this is one of the biggest advantages that Web3 brings. The first case of a social media application where it is practically not possible to censor a tweet because the control on Web3 is decentralized. The second is the financial transaction. So any Web3 applications, no transaction can be blocked, as well as one does not require any personal information to do those transactions. And the third one, since Web3 is completely decentralized, it is practically not possible for having Web3 apps having any downtime. Other than that, there are few fundamental advantages also that Web3 provides. For example, the security. Now, since Web3 uses blockchain and blockchain is secure and tamper-proof, due to its uses of cryptography and strong hashing method, data cannot be changed or hacked without interference being detected. The second is that Web3 is open. Now these are open source software built by open and accessible community of developers and executed in full view of the world. The third is the collaboration. Now Web3 runs as a DAO. Now DAO refers to a decentralized autonomous organization, a new management model without boards and executives. Now these management autonomous organizations operate according to a set of rules written in code, allowing an unlimited number of people to participate in it. And the fourth one is the ownership. Now since Web3 runs on decentralized network, these are democratizing contents creation and eliminating any middleman. Now what they do is they allow communities to earn tokens for community participation and activity directly. Since these tokens has monetary values, it gives user meaningful ownership of the project. However, with all of its advantages, there are objections to Web3, and there are some very big objections to Web3. The first one is the secrecy. Now, in a decentralized world, secrecy would be out of question anyway, which may not be something everyone wants. The second one, and which is the most controversial one, is the theoretical. Now, its biggest objection is based on the fact that it is completely theoretical. It predicts of a utopian world that relies on the technology that does not even exist currently. And the third one is the scalability. Now, a lot of Web3 applications runs on blockchain networks like Ethereum. Now, scalability is a very big and a very challenging question for the network, since at present, at around only 30 transactions per second can be processed on Ethereum. However, these are going to change with the Ethereum 2.0. Now that we have understood what Web3 is, now we'll go and we'll discuss on what are the different fields around Web3 and where exactly the Web3 is being used. Thank you.